Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Oakland Raiders. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Check, 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 check. 12. 1-3. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. 14. Set.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
12. 12. 12. 12. 12.
They'll fake the give. Now gone. High throw, but he makes the catch. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down.
First and 10 at the 46. 56. We don't want this.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 46-yard line.
Got 120. 56. You going to get this, boy? You think you're going to get this?
Goff now looking to throw. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Goff now looks to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3. Now Goff on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
After the sack on first down, Goff, and he's going to go down again. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
3rd and long. It's gone. And this is caught by Watkins. And he gets it down to the 32. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Greg Zerline on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. First carry for Raquel Armstead. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing here, Dobbs. Hunter Henry brings it in. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
First down, Cincinnati.
Not today. Go. Pick that. Come. Check 4.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. Complete, it's Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. Going with Armstead, a first down carry. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Dobbs. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From the gun, they go with Armstead. Heck of a move, and then brought down near the 23. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Sponge. No. Slam. Jumper.
On 2nd down, Armstead. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. At 58 is a mic.
From the gun on 3rd down. Dobbs. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Cleveland Farrell make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
It's a nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Sammy Watkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Beginning the drive here with Armstead. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Here we go. 55's mark, guys. 55.
Dobbs. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
50. Go tonight. 20. 56. Switch up. Switch up. Eyes up. Eyes up. Eyes up.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 41, Goff. His throw incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. He's got it to Williams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
180! Marks 56. Here we go. Hey, 76. 76.
From the red zone now, gone to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Darquez Denard there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Goff. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Watch twist. Watch twist.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4 yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
At the 4 yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
Hey, let's go. Go ground.
Quick throw caught out wide by Renfro. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. This will be a 2 yard loss on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Here we go tonight. 20.
56. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Zerline's kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Goff. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot, excellent coverage, didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
They're not ready for this, man.
Play action. It's Goff. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
180.
Now a first down throw, gone. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Here goes tonight. Like 20.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
To the air again, gone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Let's go. Watch the out. Watch the out. Mike, 5-5.
On first down, Downs to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Dobbs is throwing, and that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
What we got? Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Coming to you. Mike, 55. Watch the run. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Throwing again. Dobbs. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be from 56 yards out. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. To throw on third down. Dobbs under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Well, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Goff. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Raider first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play that time for the Raiders. 41 yards. Goff throwing again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
Throwing again is gone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyrell Williams. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, again, they go with Armstead. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. They run it with Armstead. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 39, Dobbs finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center.
And a loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Dobbs. It's caught by Aguilar. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now it's gone. Complete to Hilton. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
Here we go. 180.
Check, 59. All day, baby, all day.
Maverick.
Check the backer.
14. Turbo set.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. And he will find his man on the outside. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice the game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check.
Here we go.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 50 yards.
First down, Bengals.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Armstead. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
If they're going to get a 1st down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going on the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
From the gun on 3rd down. Dobbs. And Eifert has it. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Mike, 58, right there. Rip right. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
You ain't doing nothing today.
To throw again. Dobbs. Completes it to Aguilar. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Nelson Aguilar. His 1st touchdown on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Goff now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Watch out.
There's Goff. Catch made, it's Moreau. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. But probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
On first down, it's Jacobs. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Now left side, a completion to his tight end, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Come on, 180. Right there, 56. We're good, we're good.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs, and able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Once again, it's Jacobs. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Not at all what they envisioned on third down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. This pass finds its way to Williams. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at the 50-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jacobs, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Jim, listen.
Here's Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.